So with grey trading, what we've done is we've built layer upon layer upon layer. We set the foundation with the Forex Market Masterclass, and then we built the limitless system which interpreted those signals. And then this year, we've now made a complete automation program in Microsoft Excel to calculate the limitless system perfectly. So they're the layers. Now the difference between the most recent layer and the 2017 limitless system is very subtle. It's really the same layer, it's just we now proven that it can pass the Monte Carlo simulation. So how do you get started? You might be wondering, how do I get started now? Well, there's 3 options. Option 1, you purchase a Udemy course, you rate it 5-star, and we will give you 36 months of signals for that course. So if you've bought the Euro USD course, you will then receive 36 months of signals delivered by email, website and our app, which will be released in 2019, and you will be able to get signals for the next 36 months after you start. That's I describe that for the people who are maybe just want to test our signals or want to see what we're about. That's like the dipping your toe in the water, as to say. The second way you can get really into it is by purchasing a Forex bundle, an equities bundle, an indices bundle, a commodities bundle, or the bond bundle, depending on which financial market asset class you want to trade. You can purchase that on signals.greytrading.co.uk. And the final way to get really involved, which is the best way from my experience, but it does require slightly larger accounts. So if you've got a limited budget, you're probably looking at option 1 or 2. But if you're more convinced and you want to go more professional about this from the get-go, then you're probably looking at option 3. Option 3 involves taking out an ultimate membership. Now you could also take this membership out even if you were a retail trader, but we suggest that option 3 is for professional traders. That's because we're going to educate you on a broad range of asset classes, the whole world market portfolio as it were. So option 3 is really the ultimate package. This is for people who don't want a big drawdown. What we found is by using a bigger diversification in your portfolio, so if you did include 5 asset classes, you would get lower drawdown. And most traders just want to trade FX, especially the retail ones, but as you take things up into a professional career, you'll actually realise that there are much more asset classes out there, and it's really interesting to see how each asset class interacts with each other and where the smart money is going. Smart money isn't necessarily always going into one asset class. It can be going into different asset classes which you're not currently in. So do we offer any deals? Yes, we do. Because what we want to do is provide you with the support, and that can mean financial support necessary to go and restart your trading careers. So what we frequently encounter are people, retail traders, who have purchased courses elsewhere on the internet. And we know what is out there, and we know that most of the education out there can be found on baby pips or on free websites. With Grey Trading, all of our information is custom, it's bespoke, and it can't be found on the internet. That's because we didn't use baby pips, we don't even use common technical analysis. All of our stuff is custom, bespoke, and finely tuned. So we appreciate that people have lost a lot of money from the retail education sector. So we will offer 50% off if you've spent over 4 figures on courses from other educational providers in the retail FX industry. We will also provide 50% off if you've lost over 4 figures trading on your trading accounts. And finally, we will offer 50% off if you are a university student. So one of the frequently asked questions which we get asked is, how much do you need to start off with? Well, if you're just going for 1 Udemy course or maybe 2 or 3 Udemy courses to test maybe Euro USD, GBP USD and the S&P 500, then you can probably start off with as little as 200 USD or $200. That will be enough to start you off over the next until you want to get into it a bit more deeply. Now, what we personally recommend, if you're deciding now you want to go for a bundle on our website, signals.careertrading.co.uk, then you're probably better off investing around 1,000 USD and going to trade 8 pairs. So if you're more serious about trading and becoming profitable, you'll need around 1,000 USD. That will be enough to trade 8 currency pairs. Likewise, if you're taking the world market portfolio signals from our Ultimate Trader program, you'll need around 2,500 USD to get those positions on. Some of our traders, after around 1 month, want to learn our system. They've made a profit, maybe they've made 10 or even 20% that month using our signals, and they're now really set on learning our system. So what we suggest is it's not a quick thing to learn our system. There's a lot of computational methods which are involved, and some students do struggle with the computational side of things. So I briefly touched on how the FX Market Masterclass came to be, and I'll briefly describe how it goes about teaching you about financial markets. So in financial markets, everything is a financial derivative, and it's important that we can model the derivative. If we can tell what state the derivative is, not through moving averages and not through RSI, not using any of that technical indicator nonsense, but we can actually calculate it based on standard deviation, multivariate regression, volatility, and other statistical methods, we stand a much better chance of predicting what state that market is going to be in the next 24 hours or whatever time frame we are analysing. So the FX Market Masterclass, which was originally based for FX, is transferable to all financial markets. If you've traded FX, you'll know that FX is probably the most difficult market to trade. And because it works on FX, and we also confirmed that it works on a Monte Carlo simulation, this strategy is transferable to all asset classes. So although it may be called FX Market Masterclass, it is a financial market masterclass and is available to be used on any asset class in the world. So the Financial Market Masterclass is available for around 100 GBP at the moment. We then released the Limitless course, which is now available for just under 1000 GBP. This is our best work, and we're also including the spreadsheets which we created in 2018, October and September, so just recently. And those spreadsheets will allow you to backtest any asset class or any instrument that you want automatically for as long as you need. So it can be up to 1980 or however long you need. In the final stage of the Limitless course, you'll also learn about modern portfolio theory and how to create an efficient portfolio. So this will consist of equities, indices, bonds, commodities, and FX. In the email that you received on that morning, you will also receive a commentary on what we think is in store for the market this week, that day, and ongoing. That commentary will give you the emotional support that you need to maintain your portfolio and maintain composure if there are any hiccups in the market or to the accounts. At the end of the week, you will receive a weekly review, and in that review we'll detail how the portfolio, our whole world market portfolio, performed that week.